Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've found pretty useful this past year when I've been going through my journey. It's a technique that I believe to be sort of elusive, or it's a term that is thrown around a lot that took me a long time to fully grasp or understand. The technique I'm talking about is feeling your feelings, right? So maybe you've heard that before. If you're like me, you may try to feel your feelings, in fact, to try to process them and to try to grow as a human. And sometimes that can be kind of difficult. It definitely took me a while to figure out what that really meant or how it might work for me. And I should put out a disclaimer right now that I am not a mental health professional in any way, shape, or form. I am just a human that has gone through some stuff. And I have found this technique or this thing to be useful to me and even to some of my friends that I've described it for. I hope maybe it'll help some more people out there by putting it on YouTube. So, when you've got a feeling, okay, let's focus on maybe a not so comfortable one at first, okay? Maybe it's anger. You're really upset about something that happened to you or to someone else, maybe an injustice in the world, or maybe you're really sad. Maybe you're super bummed about something tough that happened. So those can be big emotions, and sometimes we can feel them and we just keep feeling them for a very long time. And we don't really get anywhere with it. We just sort of get into circular thinking and our minds go around and around and we still just feel not our best, right? I should also say at this point that you can focus on this technique when you've got really good feelings happening too. So maybe you're super overjoyed, maybe you're really excited, maybe you're super grateful. You can also use this technique for moments like that, and it can maybe emphasize your experience there. Let's start with thinking about a time or a moment when you're having a big uncomfortable emotion. So I'm going to think about maybe feeling anger. Okay, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I feel anger. Maybe somebody just wasn't very nice to me, or something tough happened in my daily life and it left me feeling angry. Sometimes when we're feeling a really big emotion like that, it can also make us want to feel like giving up, or like it's just not worth it. We're uncomfortable and we don't want to be uncomfortable anymore. I also want to encourage you all, as well as doing this technique, to talk to a professional. Not me, a mental health professional, somebody qualified, somebody that can walk you through this and help you feel like you've got some additional resources too. That is another thing that really helped me during this time. So I'm going to put myself in a situation and pretend that I feel really angry. I'm feeling that emotion and it's just spinning around in my mind and my body. First, what I want you to do, if it helps you, is to close your eyes, just to take away some of the external stimulus. So you're closing your eyes, and I want you to think about where you feel that particular emotion. So if you're angry, if I'm feeling angry right now, maybe I feel it in between my shoulders. There's like this tension, and it's like gripping me there, and I can pinpoint it there. Maybe I feel it in my fists, sort of like this tension, this desire to just grip and feel it. I'm very happy now. My pets are deciding to eat their food, so that's cool. If you hear any crunching in the background, they're just having themselves a little lunch. Back to our scenario. Eyes are closed. I'm focusing on feeling my emotions somewhere in my body. And for you, it might be someplace completely different. Maybe it's even in your head. It just feels like, oh, you've got a pressure headache or something. So I want you to focus on those areas. Just notice the feeling. It's probably not comfortable if it's this kind of emotion. Maybe it is, but maybe it's not. And I want you to think about that feeling and focus on it. Now what I want you to do, as you're thinking about where that feeling is and focusing on your physical body and how it feels, is to take 5 deep, slow breaths, just noticing where that emotion is in your body. Now, as you're breathing and you're focusing on where that feeling is living, you may feel something well up. Maybe some tears start to fall down your eyes. Maybe in breathing, you start to notice that feeling in your body relax or get a little bit smaller somehow, and that is okay. So that's huge, actually. That's not just okay, that's great. It's like you did the thing. You're feeling your feelings and you're getting to release something. If you have tears that start coming, that means that you're releasing it. No longer are you just feeling that feeling locked in your body somewhere. And that's the point. That's the whole thing. When they say feel your feelings, that's what they mean. But you don't want to just keep feeling them and have them grow or spin around and feel even worse. You want something to come from that. So if 5 breaths doesn't cut it, maybe it's an even bigger emotion. Maybe it's just a really distressing situation, or, like I said earlier, a really good one. And if that's the case, maybe you want to sit with it for a little bit longer. Maybe the tears don't come, but I tell you what, coming back to your body and noticing how it makes you feel is going to help you process this at least a little bit better than just spinning around with those thoughts in your mind. It's going to help, they say, like, ground you. So it'll help bring you back to this reality instead of getting lost in those worlds that we create for ourselves, right? And my hope is that you might just feel a little bit better, or if it's a happy emotion, you're excited, something like that, maybe you'll feel even more of it. And it'll help you focus on those good moments when they happen too. So that's all I've got for us today. Just a quick little experience here. Hopefully you can apply this at some point in the future. Maybe it'll help you. If not, I'm just putting it out there and maybe it'll help someone. And thank you so much for watching. Also, shout out to my pets for the crunchy ASMR during our breathing work there. I have to mention that I did feed them 5 hours ago, so they just chose to start eating while I was recording. Awesome. But thank you guys so much. I hope wherever you are in your day or your week, you have a good one, and I hope that things get better for you if they're not great, or that things continue to accelerate and be awesome for you if they are. Signing off, Kelsey Kimball. Thanks for watching.